The Battle of Scarif is currently underway. A grouping of stormtroopers are fervently defending a massive installation. This area holds many weapons valuable to the Empire during this battle. The rebels appear to be outnumbering them. However, unbeknownst to these rebels, a surprise attack was incoming. Imperial shore troopers have landed on their flanks and are going to begin a mass assault on the rebels, hoping to even the odds for the Empire. Ayo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and we're going to be doing the invasion of Scarif today. So we have a small outpost over here that a large number of rebels are currently assaulting to take out a key position on the planet that the Imperials are currently holding with stormtroopers. They've also got some of these, I think these are ATDTs? Yeah, all-terrain defense turrets. And then they've also got some more standard turrets and things like that. There is an AT-AT up here, but this is a repair station. It is not currently available in their arsenal. There's also another turret over here for the Imperials. So the Imperials are going to be defending here with a pretty small force. I mean, it's got some power to it, but the rebels certainly outnumber it. However, a large group of beach troopers over here and over here are going to be coming in on the flank of the rebels to try and take them out and sideswipe them. So it should be a pretty interesting and dynamic battle here. Either way, guys, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this thing going. If you guys enjoy these videos, please be sure to smash that like button. Let's try and get 750 likes in the first 24 hours. I think that's possible. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. We're 9K away from 400,000 subs, which is amazing. And also comment down below your favorite battle from the Galactic Civil War. I think one of mine is definitely Scarif. Scarif is just such a beautiful planet. I really enjoy it. But also Endor is way up there for me as well. But I'd love to hear yours. Either way, guys, let's get it going. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, boys, without further ado, let's go ahead and press start right here. I'm really curious to see these AT-DTs in action. I've actually never used them before in this mod, so this will be brand new and fresh for me. They actually look very, very sick. I don't know if they're canonical, though. Do these ever actually appear in Star Wars? Oh, and this one's already lost its crew member to a rocket right there, so we won't be seeing that one fire out, but maybe the ones back here will get into some action. Hopefully. Oh, here we go. This one's firing out, and yeah, they do actually generate pretty big explosives. Those must be HE rounds that they are firing out. A number of these rebels that are firing in the front lines here are already dead due to those turrets, as well as the AT-DTs, really wiping out a solid number of them. A few bark speeders right there blowing up sky high, taking with them the infantry that was utilizing them as cover behind. A number of stormtroopers behind here also taking a lot of flak, but the troopers in the back line seem to be doing okay currently, as the rebels seem to only be focusing in on the front lines. Makes sense. They're the closest unit. They'll be most accurate towards them. However, over here on the beach, it looks like the beach/shore troopers are invading and causing a little bit of strife in the rebel lines. A large number of dead rebels are on this cliffside here, and then there's also a large number of dead beach troopers down below over here. More beach troopers are off on that separate island over that way, and we seem to be having an ongoing engagement right now between the rebels and these beach troopers. Whoever comes out on top of this will definitely have a big lead in the rest of the battle, because not all of the rebel forces are going to be over here, but if these rebel forces do get crushed, then those beach troopers are going to be able to flank the rest of the rebel forces even better. But if the rebels do manage to crush these beach troopers, nothing will stand in their way between that factory except for a few defensive positions. So this is definitely going to be the crux of the battle, the part of the battle that definitely matters the most. There's also beach troopers over this way. Wow, and these guys got slaughtered. I guess there's not a lot of cover where they ended up landing right here. So they did take a lot of damage. Did a lot of rebels die here too? Oh yeah, a lot of rebels died here too. Almost even. I'd say the beach troopers probably lost a few more soldiers over here in the northeast quadrant of the battlefield right now. Actually don't really see many more rebels in these woods here. Most of them I think are back on this path, so I think the beach troopers for the most part actually won this part of the battle. Oh, there's a few over here. Okay, there's still a few rebels defending against these beach troopers who are sideswiping, but I do think the beach troopers are going to come up on top over there. Right over this way, though, it looks like the beach troopers are getting pushed back further into the island over here, having to utilize these rocks way back here as cover. The rebels actually coming up onto the beach here. Pretty ballsy moves here from the rebels. Rockets being thrown out towards those beach troopers, misses by a wide margin. Oh, let's see if the second one manages to do anything here. Nope, another miss right there. Those would have been very, very effective, but sadly no dice. Oh, a third comes in. Finally gets a strikeout right there. Does hit two beach troopers right there, so not exactly mega effective or anything along those lines. These rebels now pressuring by a large margin. I will say that the beach troopers over here probably ended up losing this part of the battle at this point in time. So the rebels will have one less thing to deal with in order to get to the front lines. Let's check back in on the front lines over here. Looks like crew members of two of the ATDTs are down, but there is still one remaining over here. That rocket could have hit him, but instead it got intercepted by a stormtrooper and blew up a little bit early right there. All right, how are these turrets doing, by the way? This turret, it just lost its crew member. Looks like the crew member is actually unconscious, so he might be able to get back into his driver's seat right there. But this turret back here is still firing away. It's got 19 kills, which is actually a really, really effective turret in any sort of defensive battle. That's a really good. Anytime you kind of get into those double-digit numbers, you're looking pretty nifty, swifty. However, more rockets are going to be striking these turrets now, and that one might be kaputs now. Nope, the driver is still underneath right there. He's at about half health. He's unconscious right now, so whenever he does get back up, he could either get shot or he might re-equip that turret. Who knows what will end up happening, though. More rockets hitting the rebels as well from those turrets and the AT-DT, trying to take them out. All right, the rebels over here are sending a massive force towards those beach troopers. Actually, there's a very tiny force up front right now. Like 20 or so soldiers are actually participating in the front side of the battle, and the rest of the rebel force is just heck bent on taking out the rest of these beach troopers. There's not even that many beach troopers left alive over here. Let's bump it up a speed here and see this battle to its true potential right now. There's just a lot of soldiers on the battlefield, so I don't want to go full speed or else we'll just have a very framey and laggy battle, which is never super fun to watch. All right, these last two beach troopers are going to end up going down here. How about this beach over here? These soldiers still doing pretty okay. They're still firing into these rebels in the distance over here. How many rebels are dead now over here? Even more than before. Yeah, lots of dead rebels over this way. Massive rocket right there taking out two beach troopers. So it looks like the beach troopers are going to fail in their mission. Overall, I don't think either side of the battlefield here. Oh, there's more beach troopers actually over this way too. I don't think either side of the beach troopers battle is going to go their way though. They did get a number of rebel kills though overall, I will say, and you know, that's certainly helpful in a longer battle such as this, but they're not going to be much help from now on. It will be up to the defensive positions back here, which, looking at the defensive positions right now, it's still looking pretty good. There's still an AT-DT, there's still this turret right here, and there's still a solid chunk of infantry in good positions here to defend from as well, including some up on this hillside over here. So the rebels will still have a good bit of, you know, resistance to try and stop them from coming forward. Is this thing still alive? No, this thing did end up dying. Its gunner was not able to survive for the rest of the battle. All right, let's go into normal speed now. There's still, yeah, like 5 troopers on this beach and then another 5 over this way, maybe 6. And the rebels are actually just going to come through the water this way to try and take them out right now. It looks like they're really focusing in on these beach troopers. They want to destroy these guys before getting back to the main facility here, and that rocket is going to do it. Wow. One of the most effective weapons in the Rebels' arsenal right now seems to be those rocket launchers. They are doing probably the most against these beach troopers, taking out 3 or 4 of them at a time. Very impressive stuff. You gotta love it. All right, these last few beach troopers over here, just sort of chilling in the water. They're being aquatic boys. They're being hydro homies. Another rocket takes out a bunch, and then a laser takes out that last trooper right there. So now the Rebels can fully focus in on their main mission over this way, which has kind of gone quiet. It seems like the Imperials over here have managed to drive off those Rebels for now, but the main force is going to be coming for them pretty soon. If we look at the standings currently, yellow are dead Imperials, red are dead Rebels. Lots of dead Rebels on the battlefield, of course, but the Imperials have taken quite a beating as well at this point in time in the battle. So it's pretty quiet right now. Oh, rocket launcher going and striking that AT-DT, taking out the gunner from it right there, coming out from the woodwork there literally by surprise and taking them down. Now the Imperials over here only have this turret. Very, very happy little event there for the Rebels, but for the Imperials, that is going to cost them probably pretty massively. That turret's still firing out, though. Hopefully it can live for a little while longer, because without that thing, then they have no heavy gunnery to really take out any of the remaining Rebels. They'll just have to utilize the infantry that they have brought to the table. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That is a little too far. This is not the best map for camera control. Let's see. Ah, that's a little bit better. There we go. Let's watch these Imperials for a little while. We've got Clyde, Chuck, and Dale still alive over here, and they're firing out with their DLT-19s, you know, getting some work done, but inevitably they are probably going to die. Hopefully they get a few kills apiece before the Rebels do manage to crush them. The soldiers in the back, though, seem to be doing pretty well. This guy is blessed by Lord Gonk himself right now, so, I mean, he literally can't lose. If this guy dies, you know, I will be shocked. Well, in that case, probably Lord Gonk decided to give up on him, so, you know, that's all right then. It's up to Lord Gonk, truly. All right, is this turret still firing? This thing better be. Yep, it is. Okay, good. If that thing goes quiet, the Imperials all of a sudden lose almost all ability to win this battle. That is what I am telling you right now. This battle rests on the hands of that turret, or rather the ball bearings of that turret. I don't know, whatever a turret has that's the equivalent of hands. Alright, it is still moving back there, so it's still kicking. It's still alive for the time being. We'll see if that stays the case for much longer. Ooh, nice explosion striking over here as some Rebels try and move in for a flanking maneuver right there, but end up getting gunned down. More of them coming over, though. They are persistent on this side of the battlefield right now. Yep, mainly coming out of the left here, and in droves now. They're actually just fully flooding this battlefield. They're going for the full-blown approach here. They're not going to trickle in. They're going to go in and go in hard, which can lead to heavy losses, but also almost assured victory if done right. If done wrong, you know, you lose with heavy losses. But, you know, either way, there will be heavy losses. That turret for the Imperials still managing to clap some serious Rebel cheekies here, and the Imperial Stormtroopers also managing to get a few kills with their lighter weapons, but the ground infantry for the Stormtroopers does seem to be suffering a good bit. More rocket launchers firing out. They're not aiming at that turret just yet, but that could come any second now, and when that does end up coming, that turret is basically gone in one shot, I would say. Maybe 2 shots it can survive, but those turrets are not known for their armor in the slightest. Look at this. It's doing like little flick shots. Wait, check this out. It's doing flick shots. Bro, the turret joined phase. Doing 360 no scopes over here. What a Chad. Alright, whoever is manning this turret has decided that if he's going to go out, he's going to go out with a bang and, you know, improve his highlight reel a little bit more, make a little bit of a montage for himself here. What a Giga Chad, I gotta say. Either way, still firing out a good bit. Seems to be focused on the right side where there are, like, the least amount of Rebels, so that's not exactly very comforting to watch. He should be focusing on the left side over here, but doesn't seem to want to at this point in time. Rebels are just totally collapsing in now. I think this turret will go down relatively soon. Rebels are shooting it with small arms fire, but I'm telling you, a rocket shot or something like that would take this thing out pretty quickly. Ooh, nice shot there from the turret. Actually, yeah, doing well. Let's see how many kills it's got at this point in time. 73! Make that 76! Oh my god, this turret is a Chad! Complete and utter Chad lad turret over here with the big old 76 kills. Make that 77. Ooh, Lodi, she is thick with the kills. She is nice with them flick shots, ain't she? My goodness. Yes, sirree, Bob, this thing is beefy. The Rebels have identified this thing as a threat, and there we go. A rocket does strike out at it. It does decrew the turret right there. The crew member is now out and firing with his E11. Oh, she was a good turret, but inevitably she did have to go down in this battle. And I think this battle within the Battle of Scarif is going to end up going to the Rebels at the end of the day here. I don't think the Stormtroopers are going to manage to make a comeback here. There's just too many Rebels left alive on the battlefield. I think the Beach Troopers were probably the major problem with this battle. If I were to point fingers, and I am going to, yes sirree, I would probably say the Beach Troopers needed to get more kills than they did. In addition to that, probably the AT-DTs, they just didn't survive long enough in this battle to actually be mega effective or anything along those lines. I think if the AT-DTs had managed to live for a little bit while longer as well, and actually get some kills, that would be good. It was really the turrets that did all the work for the Imperials here, and the ground Stormtrooper defenders did some good work too. But if those AT-DTs and the shore troopers / beach troopers actually managed to do anything more, then I think we would have seen a different story for this video. But instead, it does look like the Rebels are going to take home a nice cheeky booky little victory here, aren't they? Just 2 Stormtroopers remaining up on this hillside. Once these guys go down, the Rebels will officially be able to claim this battle as a victory. I don't think these Stormtroopers are going to get another kill in the remainder of this battle. Now just 1 remains, and he gets shot in the shoulder and is down for the count. Brutality. So if we look at the battlefield, yellow are dead Stormtroopers, red are dead Rebels. Rebels certainly did take quite a number of losses throughout this battlefield, but at the end of the day, they managed to secure the victory quite nicely. Either way, guys, that is going to be about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more Star Wars battles in the future. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.